How's it going, folks? Today I'm going to be checking out the new song by the band Derdian, and the name of the song is Derdian. And these folks have been mainstays of the power metal scene for a very long time, and I'm a fan of quite a lot of their work, so I'm really excited for this. They have a new album coming out October 20th, but without further ado, let's check out this song, shall we? I'm excited. I'm excited, folks. Rangers, go.
Violence, he approves. The world is trembling, it's the time that you're rising here behind our pride. With the force of 1,000 earthquakes, black queens carry screams of death, rays of darkness spread out from the left, and the war will prevail again.
I love the artwork. It's so tight. This song, it really has that classic 2000s power metal feel about it. I just love that. What I especially love about this song is the little bit of symphonic elements in there. Almost kind of sounds like trumpets. I don't know if it's done with the keyboard or whatnot, but it adds a nice little uh, flavor to the song, to the music. And especially there in the chorus, kind of in between some of the lines, you hear like boo 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 boo. It just is really neat, and it adds kind of that epic grand kind of scale to the sound, and that uplifting sort of feeling, like raising your fists in the air, or raising your swords in the air. We're gonna conquer, or overcome the challenges or what have you. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that aspect. The song, it grew on me as it went. I think it's the kind of song that would take multiple listens to fully kind of digest, because the chorus is glorious. I mean, the chorus is absolutely glorious. I love the chorus, the momentum of it, the vocal melody of it. Like I said, the little symphonic element added to it. It just has such a grand, fun, kind of epic feel to it that is super infectious and catchy and engaging. So yeah, I mean the chorus is just glorious. I love in the beginning too, the drums. The drum work in the song is killer. And again, I love a lot of the pacing of the song. There's nice kind of speedy riffs. It's moving along. The main reason why I say I feel like this song would take multiple listens to fully digest is because there's a lot of movement throughout, especially with kind of the pacing of it. There's some slowdowns, some almost stops, and then starts, and it picks up a little bit again, and things like that. And so I had a little bit of a hard time kind of getting my bearings for a good portion of the song, just because of that. But I was getting there, and again, that's why I feel like I need to listen to it more than once. But outside the chorus, I mean, the chorus just straight up is just awesome. I do like how, and I don't know if it's like the pre-chorus or whatnot, but it says a couple lines, and then the music kind of stops, and it says something. I forget what it says, and then he approves. It's kind of cool, but it's a little jarring, I guess. Again, why I feel like I need to listen to it more, but I like it. I like the idea. I just need to kind of feel it a little bit more. But yeah, I like the idea because it's a kind of a cool, hard hitting moment with the such and such. He approves, and then it takes off again. So it's neat. Like I said, I like the idea. One thing in the verses, again, it feels like sometimes the vocal melody gets a little bit jagged or a little bit scattered. It's one of those situations where I feel like, trying to either say too many words or not enough to kind of fit the melody of the music. And so sometimes there's more words, sometimes there's less. And so that melody, the way it's kind of staggered in there, you're not, it doesn't necessarily just flow. There's changes to it as it goes, and that could be a little bit jarring in my opinion, just because there's not just like a nice flow. It just feels like it, with the syllables, in particular, the way things are said and whatnot, to kind of fit the melody, but still trying to say like what it is they want to say. It can be a little bit jarring, and not quite have that smooth flowing melody that I tend to prefer. But again, I was getting more and more on board with it as it went. But yeah, I think in the verses it could be smoothed out a little bit just to have it flow a little nicer. But yeah, aside from that, and again, I like the idea of that somewhat slow down and then the he approved. I keep going on about that because I mean, it's just pretty cool. I mean, let's be honest. And then it takes off again. But all in all, it has that classic 2000s power metal feel. Great guitar riffs, great rhythm and momentum for a majority of the song. That kind of cool hitting moment with the he approves and then that chorus is just glorious. I love the tune. The vocals are great. The musicianship is solid, and even the production. I like the production because it doesn't sound too polished, but it doesn't sound raw either. It's somewhere there in the middle, which kind of to me lends itself to the quality of more of that 2000s era. And so that feeling of kind of authenticity, I like that. I like that. Because if it's too polished, it might sound too clean. But if it's too raw, it might sound not, muffled or not clear. Everything sounded crisp and clear. I could hear it, all the instruments and everything nice and clearly. But the production, it had just a touch of, it wasn't just super duper 100% polished. It is sounding like totally modern kind of power metal, high production value. But I kind of like that, with these types of songs. So to me, that's definitely not a negative. I like that. But yeah, when all's said and done, I mean, they're telling like an epic story here. It's an epic, melodic, symphonic power metal song, which anyone familiar with Derdian knows that's their bread and butter here. And yeah, I mean, I dig it. These folks are still rocking. I don't know how long it's been now, over 2 decades maybe, or at least 2 decades. They've been around for a while, so it's just cool that they're still kicking and still dropping some solid power metal music and songs for us, and a new album on the horizon, October 20th. So I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed this song. That's my thoughts on that. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What you think of this song? Are you longtime fans of the band? You looking forward to the new album? Let's talk about it in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger, out.